Hey everyone, this is going to be a bit of a different video, said every YouTuber ever, I know, but just stick with me. I would usually put something like this on my second channel, Tash Games. It'll be somewhere on screen and in the description, but it relates to music, so I thought I'd put it here. I think there's a misconception, especially among younger people like myself, on the concept of motivation and getting things done. So I'll read a lot of people commenting on, let's say, like a big music YouTuber's video, tutorial, or post, or something like that, and it's about them not feeling motivated to play something. So, just as an example here, I saw this comment on a post from, I think his name's Tyler from Music Is Win. He's a pretty big, one of the biggest YouTube guitar channels, I think, now, for sure. If he wasn't before now, he's got to be. I mean, Tyler, I'm a huge fan and I love playing the guitar, and that's what I aspire to do. But I have no motivation to want to pick up my guitar and practice because it takes so long. What do I do? This first guy comments, listen to new music until something stands out, then pick up your axe and learn it, my man. And then Tyler himself responds, nothing worth doing happens overnight. So they're both right. What both those guys commented, I think, are solid things, right? But I think the concept as a whole is kind of lost on the guy who's commenting in the first place. So this is what I mean. Let me set the stage first, okay? I'm not an expert on this type of stuff, but I've been playing guitar for almost 13 years, and I've been doing audio production on my own for 7 years. And I started this YouTube channel 4 years ago. And I don't remember the last time I felt motivated to record music, to make a video, to play my guitar. But I've been doing it all these years. But I'm not motivated. Let me clear up some definitions. So there's internal motivation and external motivation. They're pretty self-explanatory, but just to give some examples, external motivation is motivation that spawns from outside sources. So that could be a person, that could be money, that could be someone telling you something, right? That could be you seeing a story of someone and being like, wow, that's really inspiring. Now I'm motivated to do something. And when you get that feeling of external motivation, it's like a high. It's really exciting, right? And I think as a society, when we say motivation, we really mean external motivation. I don't think many people know what internal motivation really is. It's a high, right? I really think it's a high. I think it's like a drug. And when you're in that state, it doesn't provide you the proper fuel you need to pursue a long-term project like playing an instrument. So like I said, motivation is not the thing that's kept me doing my channel for 4 years and playing guitar for almost 13 and all of that. Motivation, I think, helps starting my YouTube channel for those first couple of weeks, but it went away. It just helped me start it. It wasn't a long-term fuel source. And so I think this is just one problem, or one way I see it, but I think if you're in that similar situation to the guy commenting that I just showed you, whether it has to do with music or not, I think the problem is more so passion. And if it's not passion, it's probably your habits and the way you work. So I'm not gonna say that dude wasn't passionate about guitar. I don't know him. I'm sure he is, but his passion isn't strong enough to, get him to play something new, and to just learn a song, right? And I think passion is a long-term fuel source, but it can also run out and go away sometimes. Like I said, I'm not ever motivated. That's not what I call it. I'm just passionate. And I've gotten so used to making videos and playing guitar that it's really it's like breathing to me now, right? But I even have weeks of time. It's rare now, but I'll have weeks where I don't feel passionate about any of it. I'll pick up my guitar and I won't really be feeling it. And that can happen for a day, but if it happens for a week, then I get a bit worried because I'm like, is my passion fading away? But I just take a break from guitar and then I come back to it and it's back there again, right? So no one's like motivated or passionate about something all of the time, every single hour of like every year. I think it's a rare person that can really be like that. And I consider myself pretty passionate and creative in general, more than most people. But like I know that that's not enough to have me loving guitar every hour of every year. Like it's 90% of the year, but there's still weeks and days where I don't feel like that. But I'm pretty sure I know people that do, and I think that it just takes a special type of person to be like that, right? So it's either that or you really haven't incorporated practicing into your routine. Um, I get I'll see similar stuff like this, and I'll have friends messaging me as well about like how do I start my YouTube channel, how do I get into music or like stuff like that. And people are asking like they need motivation. I'm like, you don't need motivation, you just need to start doing it. Like it's because motivation's only going to take you so far. Once you actually start doing the thing and you get used to it, your body's going to like your brain's going to change in I'm not like a scientist, right? But I really think that like if you incorporate guitar into your routine every day or every 2 days, like your brain's going to get used to it. You're not going to want motivation to play guitar anymore. That's going to become a part of your day. It's going to become like I said, like breathing to you. It's not motivation. Yeah, like then I say I don't remember the last time I was motivated because I'm just passionate and I think I can see um the benefits of what having a YouTube channel does for me, what playing guitar does, what recording music does. I wasn't always the best at just sitting down and recording music, right? Like I would get there and I'd want to record it, but I'd be so like caught up in just playing noodling around on my guitar that I wouldn't get to recording. But you just kind of you start recording more and more and then you just get so used to it you don't need motivation for it anymore. So I think that's the wrong way to approach things. I don't think you should be looking for motivation because that's not going to last you. I think you have to find out what you're really passionate about first because that's going to last you a lot longer. And then like for me, even though I was super passionate about guitar, I still had to learn how do I incorporate my practice routines so I can really this can go beyond a passion and it's like a it sounds so like cheesy and corny to say, but it's like a way of life almost. But yeah, but to the guy commenting and to anyone who's in a similar position, like schedule the way okay, if you want some really practical tips, like the way I practice stuff, even if I'm not I guess motivated, even though we just talked about that whole thing. What I usually do is I take 20 minutes out of my day to just practice that thing that I want to learn and have no distractions and just get that like to be a part of your routine. And like of course it's going to take a long time. I mean like Tyler said, nothing worth doing happens overnight and I remember some songs and solos that I've learned took like a year to really get down and get right. And that was a year of constant practicing almost every day. Um, so it also plays. This has turned into like much more of a rant than I wanted it to, but I think it also plays into the fact that like people want things. Everybody wants things quickly, right? And I think it's a challenge for everyone to see long term, right? But it's really what's gonna get you further. So I just think motivation is like a fake tool that people use to get things done, but that's only gonna last 2 weeks. You have to habits are much more powerful than motivation, right? And that goes both ways. That goes for bad habits as well. I mean, people struggle with bad habits all the time, but if you're able to make a good one, you're gonna struggle with not keeping up with it. But it's a good thing, so you don't want to struggle with it, right? Like you want to keep going at it, and you will keep going at it because it's a habit now. You don't like it. I don't know. I think motivation's a very weird thing, and I don't think chasing it is gonna do people what they think it's going to do. It's just about building a habit of whatever craft you're trying to perfect and making sure you have passion for it. Camera stop recording. Okay. So people say, and I've had people say this to me, it's like, I don't feel like doing it. You know, when I'm motivated, then I'll do it. But like in my experience, I have to do it to get, you know, motivated. I have to do it first, and then I'll be wanting to do it again. It almost works in an opposite direction. And I'm not saying it's not hard to do stuff like that. Like, it is hard to build habits, but you just have to do it if you really want to get into it. And yeah, so I guess that's all I wanted to say. It's something that, like, I see, and I wish I could just, you know, tell that person what I'm saying now, but it's almost like a harsh truth, because I'm telling people to, like, evaluate their passion. And I don't want to say that, right? Like, who am I to say that? But I think it's important to do that. And then if you're really passionate about it, you're going to find ways to incorporate it that it becomes a habit. That's all I'm saying. So I that's why I think you don't need motivation, right? Like, or you just, I guess it's nice to have it for a bit, but like, that's not what's going to get you to where you want to be. It's going to be more than that. It's going to be something more powerful, something more consistent. And that's a mix between having, like, true passion and having a habit of doing that thing. I don't know how many times I've repeated myself. I've been going for 14 minutes. I'll probably edit the video so it's less than that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll have my second channel in the description below, as well as my Instagram, where I post more music related stuff, and I live stream on there, and I break down my, you just get to see, like, behind the productions of my next upcoming video and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching.